Hello and welcome from the HyperVibe team. We hope that you have now familiarized yourself with your machine and the user manual, and understand the machine operation before watching this instructional DVD. This DVD will demonstrate safe and effective positions that will assist you in reaching your personal goals. If you suffer from any of the following conditions, please confirm with your doctor before using the machine: acute thrombosis, serious cardiovascular disease, metal implants, pacemaker, artificial joints, acute hernia, severe diabetes, recent infections, severe migraines, malignant tumors, recently placed IUDs, metal pins or plate, recently implanted stents. Conditions that are not suitable for use on the HyperVibe machine include pregnancy, recent fractures, recent wounds from an operational surgery, gallbladder or kidney stones, epilepsy, acute inflammation or pain. If you experience chest pains, nausea, dizziness or shortness of breath, stop exercising immediately and consult your physician before continuing. We do not recommend use for children unless your GP has been consulted. Possible side effects you may experience when using your HyperVibe machine include skin lesions or blisters. These can be prevented by wearing shoes, socks, or placing a foam mat on the platform. Nausea, dizziness, or temporary drop in blood pressure. Stop exercising immediately and reduce the intensity of your training program. A drop in blood sugar levels. Diabetics should be aware of this and should not exercise on an empty stomach. When using your machine on frequencies higher than 11 Hz, limit your exposure. We advise you use the machine a maximum of 10 minutes per session and a maximum of 3 or 4 times per week. Before training, you should select a series of exercise positions and plan to hold each position for as little as 30 seconds or up to 3 minutes. Keep your total time on the platform under 10 minutes, but allow additional time for breaks between positions. When using your machine on frequencies lower than 12 Hz, your muscles are not being engaged through the stretch reflex, and instead, vibrations at these low frequencies have a relaxing effect on the muscles. Therefore, the daily limitation does not apply. Initially, beginners and senior users may find just a few minutes of vibration training per session is sufficient. The key to vibration training is a phenomenon known as the stretch reflex. The stretch reflex occurs when the muscle is lengthened and the spindle is stretched. This sends a signal to the spinal cord, which then sends a signal back to the same muscle to cause an opposing involuntary contraction. Through the stretch reflex, these involuntary muscle contractions engage a much greater percentage of muscle fibers than through a voluntary muscle contraction, such as contractions that occur through conventional weight training. The vibrations can also trigger this reflex at an astonishing rate, up to 27 muscle contractions in just 1 second. The other advantage of these involuntary muscle contractions is that they target every muscle exposed to the vibration, including involuntary muscles such as the pelvic floor. Research suggests that the stretch reflex occurs at frequencies 12 Hz and above, and the muscle reaches its greatest activity around 25 to 27 Hz. Within the HyperVibe machine software, programs have been designed which are based on the effects of the stretch reflex and whole-body vibration research. For example, our recovery program is set at a frequency of 11 Hz, just below the range at which the stretch reflex occurs. At this frequency, the machine is used to relax the muscles rather than engage them. This DVD is structured to demonstrate a series of exercise positions for different effects at various frequency ranges. The balance and stabilization section demonstrates exercises best suited to improve balance and stability. Exercises in this section should be performed in frequencies between 6 and 8 Hz. The slow rocking action of the plate causes an off-balancing effect similar to a wobble board you might use with a physiotherapist. To counter the off-balancing nature of the platform, a user must consciously use muscles to stabilize. Because these low frequencies are not engaging our muscles through the stretch reflex, the machine can be used daily and for longer periods than the strict guidelines for training. Users who regularly practice these exercises should see improvement in balance and stability. The Recovery, Relaxation and Massage section demonstrates positions best suited for exercise recovery, muscle relaxation and massage. Exercises in this section should be performed in frequencies between 9 and 14 Hz. The vibrations produced by the platform in this range are not yet sufficient to produce a strong training effect. For this reason, the machine can be used daily and for longer periods than the strict guidelines for training. This is perfect for cooling down after cardio exercise, performing stretches, light training, and releasing tension in the muscles. The training section demonstrates exercises best suited for strength training. Select these frequencies if you're looking to increase muscle strength and tone. Exercises in this section should be performed in frequencies between 15 and 28 Hz. In these frequencies, through the stretch reflex, the muscles exposed to the vibrations will reach their greatest activity. Due to the strong training effect, it is not recommended you exceed our strict guidelines of 10 minutes per session, 3 to 4 times per week. This is the best range to strengthen and tone muscle, build bone density, reduce back pain, and treat various medical conditions such as incontinence, Parkinson's disease, diabetes, and multiple sclerosis. Before we begin, it is important that you understand the two variables when using a vibration platform. The first variable is the speed or frequency of the platform. This can be adjusted via the machine control panel. The HyperVibe Performance has a frequency range from 6 to 28 Hz, which can be selected manually or is set automatically when using a program mode. The second variable is the amplitude. The amplitude is the vertical distance the platform travels from peak to peak. The HyperVibe has a maximum amplitude of 11 mm from peak to peak. This means by standing on the platform with your feet at the outer limits, your body will travel a maximum distance of 11 mm from peak to peak. HyperVibe machines have a feet and hand placement guide from position 1 to 4 to allow you to use your machine at recommended amplitudes. Throughout our exercise instructions, you will find reference to this guide by displaying the following graphic. For most exercises, the amplitude is determined by the user's own ability. In such cases, we recommend a minimum amplitude and the following graphic will be displayed. To adjust the amplitude, you simply move your feet closer to or further away from the center tilting axis. The combination of the platform speed and the platform amplitude determines the G-forces exerted on your body. We recommend you minimize the G-forces when you are new to vibration training or trying new positions by keeping your feet closer to the center tilting axis. As you find your own comfort levels and abilities, you may decide to move your feet further out. Always keep your feet at equal distance from the platform center tilting axis, and always stop the platform before changing position of your feet or changing position. When training on your machine, you should try to avoid vibrations in the head. To avoid head vibration, dampen the vibrations by bending the knees. Knees should always be kept slightly bent, and to further dampen the vibrations, add more knee angle. The straighter the legs, the greater the vibrations in the upper body. On the other hand, by bending the knees, the vibrations will be contained to the lower body. For advice on correct execution of technique, please consult an accredited exercise physiologist. The following can lead to injury and should be avoided. When in a squat position, never allow your knees to come out past your toes. This can lead to knee injury. When you are standing on the platform, maintain correct posture and do not lean backwards. If you find yourself fatiguing in a position, please stop immediately and recover. By continuing whilst fatigued, you are much more likely to cause injury through incorrect posture. Continually check your posture throughout your session. Do not overuse your machine. Just 10 minutes per session at a maximum of 3 to 4 times a week is all that's required. Always leave one day to recover between whole body vibration workouts. Overtraining on a vibration platform can lead to health problems and will do far more damage than good. If you follow this guide to our exact instructions, you are far more likely to achieve results faster and far less likely to injure yourself. Whilst we believe dynamic movements are effective on a vibration platform, all of our recommended introductory exercises are static, which means no movement. Once you are comfortable and confident with using your machine and the introductory exercises, Progressive dynamic guides are available from Hypervibe. These progressive guides are the work of Risley Physiotherapy and are specific to your desired goals. For further information, please visit our website or contact your nearest dealer. For effectiveness and your safety, it is recommended you use certain accessories whilst performing some of the exercises demonstrated in this DVD, such as floor mats. We will display the following graphic when such accessories are recommended. These are usually sold separately. Please visit our website or contact your nearest dealer to find out more.